Kia ora, good evening, Rotorua. Welcome to City News. Just ahead tonight, Waiariki MP May.flv's gambling harm reduction bill heads to Select Committee. May.flv Regional Council takes over responsibility for the MV Arena, and Rotoiti is still in the top four of the Premier Bay-wide rugby competition despite weekend loss to Mount Maunganui. Those stories and more coming up next on City News. Waiariki MP May.flv says his gambling harm reduction bill will be sent to a select committee this week. Mr Flavell's bill was drawn from the ballot and has had National Party support at the first reading. May.flv says his private member's bill is promoting a harm reduction strategy.
I was fortunate enough to have this private member's bill drawn out of the hat probably over a year and a half ago now, so it's been there for some time, and it's come out of a background that we as the Māori Party have sort of really promoted, which is about dealing with issues to do with tobacco, alcohol, and of course gambling is the other trifecta, if you want to call it that. The view was that we would never be able to get gambling gone from Aotearoa, so we decided to consider very much, well, what is the key issue here? And the key issue is about reducing harm on families that might be involved in pokie machines, and so this was a logical conclusion to it.
Here, the Rotorua District Council has a sinking lid policy on pokie machines. In the last 12 months, one pokie machine outlet has closed, with a reduction of 8 machines in the city. May.flv Regional Council has taken over responsibility for the ongoing monitoring and future clean-up of the MV Arena. The decision was made in consultation with the Council and as a result of careful analysis of several key factors. National On-Scene Commander Rob Service said the transition marked a real milestone in the response to the arena grounding. May.flv Regional Council Water Management Group Manager Eddie Grogan says local people and authorities had been involved with the response from the start and had provided significant support to the Maritime New Zealand response. Mr Grogan says the Regional Council will continue to recover costs for any further oil spill response work to minimise any financial impact of the clean-up on ratepayers. More FM is celebrating New Zealand Music Month with a $1,000 a day giveaway. More FM Operations Manager Dave Ward says the station played a lot of Kiwi music and is happy to support New Zealand Music Month.
We are champions of New Zealand music. We're local, specifically in Rotorua, but we're local in the country. And specifically at More FM, we've got a really proud track history of playing a huge amount of Kiwi music. And because of New Zealand Music Month, on More FM we're actually giving away $1,000 a day just by listening.
$1,000 a day?
$1,000 a day. Andy George on the Morning Fix show, he does the morning show I do from 10 to 1. And Andy does at 10 past 7 every morning, he lets people know to listen out for one song. If people hear that song in its entirety, they text that particular, or they text Kiwi to 559 and they go in the draw to win $1,000.
In sport tonight, in spite of Rotoiti touching down 3 tries to Mount Maunganui's 1, the Mount still grabbed the narrow 25-19 Premier victory, courtesy of 20 points from the boot of Mount first 5 Matt Golding on Saturday. Mount Maunganui's hard-fought victory moves them into the top 4 for the first time this season, alongside Opotiki, Rotoiti and Te Puna. Te Puna stormed back into championship contention when they won a high-scoring affair in Rotorua, defeating Whakarewa 42-32. Competition leaders Te Puke Sports cemented their place at the top of the standings with a solid 3-try 28-0 win over Opotiki at Murray Salt Stadium, and Tauranga Sport ran riot over Rangataua at the Tauranga Domain. Greaton Maris picked up their first success since earning promotion to the Premier ranks when they cruised past Waikete 36-19 in the Western Bay. To Weather Now Rotorua, brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, rain, a freshening northeast, overnight a low of 11. Tomorrow Wednesday, heavy rain and strong northeast easing in the afternoon, a high of 18 and low of 9. Long range for Thursday, showers, some heavy, winds turning southwesterly, a high of 17 and low of 8. Marine forecast for Lake Rotorua for Wednesday. Northeast 20 knots turning northwest 15 knots in the afternoon. Waves easing to less than half a metre. Poor visibility and rain easing to a few showers in the afternoon. If you've missed any of tonight's bulletin, you can watch it again by going to tvrotorua.co.nz and click on the View Latest City News link. Or to view what's on in our city, click on the Upcoming Events link. Still to come tonight on City News, Alan Solomon visits the studios of More FM. Wayne Douglas talks to Neil Gallatley about the upcoming 3D multisport event, and we hear from Chamber of Commerce CEO Roger Gordon.